In this video, I'm going to briefly discuss the Reports menu in TPS. To access the Reports menu, click the icon here at the top on the toolbar with the Documents to open the Reports menu. Or likewise, you can click the Start menu, go over on the left to Applications, and then select Reports menu. Here we have a list of all the reports in TPS, and it comes preloaded with quite a few of them. I can scroll through them to find them, or at the top here I have a search bar. So if I know the name of the report I want, such as patient's listing, I can type in one of the keywords like listing, and then here it is, patient's listing. Once I click on it, in the bottom left you'll notice there's a description of the report. This is a report of all the patients in TPS. It can be printed for all patients or selected by their primary doctor. It can be run alphabetically by last name or patient code. Basically, this is a brief description of what the report will accomplish. Over here on the left we have categories that the reports can be sorted by. Currently I have all selected, so it would display all the reports here. Now that can get a little tedious scrolling through all of them if you don't happen to know what you're looking for. However, we have some categories such as accounts receivable reports that'll break it down to your finance reports in regards to your accounts receivable and other financial figures. Similarly, we have closing reports, which show you end of day figures over certain times, and then patient reports for information about your patients, such as their birthday or just a list of them. Let's go ahead and go back to our patient's listing. And if I click Run Report, a menu will appear for criteria I can select to filter everything by. For instance, at the top here, we have Select Doctor, and then in parentheses, Leave Blank for All. If I left this alone, it would run a patient's listing for all primary providers. Or I could select a specific provider, such as Jonathan Greenwood. Furthermore, I can sort by patient last name or patient code. I can filter by all patients, active patients, or inactive patients. Down here in the bottom left, we have a few options as to what we can do with the report. First, we can just preview it, and then we get a preview of what the report looks like. From here, you can print it, scroll through the pages. This time there's only 2, and then leave. We can go straight to the printer, so if you're familiar with a particular report and you don't need to preview it, you're just printing it out, you can go ahead and hit that button. That'll prompt your print screen to appear so you can select a particular printer or a certain number of pages, very typical for Windows. Here we have Save to File. When I click that, I have the option to select different file types to save this report to. For instance, a lot of people like to save certain things to Microsoft Excel spreadsheets. This allows them to manipulate the data afterward, such as organizing it their own particular way or merging it with other Excel documents if they can. There are other document types you can change this to as well. Here we have the Mail Merge button. If you're experienced with Microsoft Word or Excel, you can use this to create a mail merge document out of this report for future use. And of course, then we can exit. Here we have the Layout button. When clicked, the layout of the report, that is, the template or background of the report, will appear showing you some details. Here you can change things like moving boxes or columns around, expanding certain margins, or changing what kind of information pulls. Some of this is very simple, and some of this is a little more complicated. We'll go ahead and go into details about editing layouts in another video later on. That pretty much wraps up the reports menu.